My colleague Abi again, I understand that he has Julius Malombe, who is the incumbent governor. Remember, right now he's standing at number 3. Charity Ngulu is, of course, ahead, and she's probably well on her way to becoming another of a faster female governor. Abi, talk to us about his reaction. Really, we've had quite a number of people who have lost or seemingly losing with the provisional results coming out to reject the results. What is his stand?
Well, sorry, many thanks, Betty. Right now, it is a mixed kind of feeling here in Kitui County, with a number of the candidates expressing their dissatisfaction with the results. And we are standing by with the incumbent governor, that is Dr. Julius Malombe, who will be talking to the press and just telling us what his position is in regard to the results. The results so far, Betty, as you've rightly put it, place Charity Ngilu at position 1 with 162,768 votes for NARC Kenya. Coming in second is David Musila at 108,635 under the Independent Party. And finally, you have Dr. Julius Malombe at 71,900. Well, let's now listen to the incumbent governor, Dr. Malombe, to address us. Perhaps take us through, what do you make of the results so far?
Gina, thank you very much. First of all, I would like to read a statement which I issued yesterday, because it's still valid, and then I'll take any other questions which you may have. The statement reads as follows: that I, Dr. Julius Malombe, take this opportunity to sincerely thank the people of Kitui County for turning out in large numbers to exercise their constitutionally protected right to vote on 8th August 2017. Together with other Kenyans, I've been keenly observing the transmission of electoral results by the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, IEBC, while provisional results linked to the Kitui County gubernatorial contest have been posted on the IEBC's online portal. The same are yet to be officially corroborated at polling centers level via Form 37A. In addition, I have noted and formally communicated various concerns to the IEBC via its Kitui County returning officer on the electoral process. These include the barring and/or injection of my agents from various polling stations across the county when the polling started, massive voter bribery, intimidation and harassment of my supporters on polling day, as well as discrepancies in actual votes cast and those announced on the IBC's online portal. In view of the above, I now await communication on the final and official tally corroborated through the proper documentation required by the law. Thereafter, I will collaboratively determine and pursue the appropriate course of action, including but not limited to a request of physical recount of all votes cast and during the voting day. In the interim, I urge the people of Kitui County to exercise restraint and allow due process to take its course. God bless Kenya and the people of Kitui County. Thank you. That is the written statement, and as it indicates, results are still being received at the tallying center here in Kitui, and we are just monitoring what is being received, and we will await to interrogate how voting has been done in each of the polling stations and the results which have been announced. And we are also talking to our people, including our agents, on precisely how things went. Before we get the final tally, I think it would be premature for us to make any conclusive statement. So that's what I would like to say at this point in time. But one thing I can assure you, once we do all the analysis and do all the checking of what has been announced vis-a-vis what was done at the polling station in terms of voting. Whichever way, we will respect the will of the Kitui people.
All right, so that's Julius Malombe, Dr. Julius Malombe there, still sticking his ground, saying that he will not accept the results that have put Charity Ngilu at the top. He says that he's going to be seeking other ways to indeed relay his concerns. But yesterday, remember, he came out and said that he's demanding for a recount of the votes, saying that there were massive irregularities in that particular race on the ground. But of course, we're waiting really to see just how far he's going to go with these allegations. Just to bring you up to speed with the numbers again and the numbers that he's disputing, these are to do with, of course, the Kitui gubernatorial race, in which Charity Kaluki Ngilu is currently leading at 162,768 votes, according to the provisional results from the IBC pothole. Then you have David Musila, who's the incumbent senator. This time around, he wanted to take a different turn and leave his senatorial position and go after the gubernatorial one. And as you can see, not doing quite well at 108,635 votes compared to Charity Ngilu. And then you have at number 3 there, you have Julius Malombe, who's just from speaking there, at 71,900 votes, which just accounts for about 20% of the total votes that have so far been counted. He says that he's waiting for the whole process, the whole tallying process to come to an end. But just looking at the IEBC pothole there, we're seeing that there is already a transmission rate of 95.19% of the votes that have so far been counted. So we're just waiting for that 5%. Whether it will make a difference or not, we are yet to see. But those, as you can see on your screens, really the race for the Kitui gubernatorial position. And remember, like I mentioned, Charity Ngilu, if these results really are confirmed by the IEBC, she's well on her way to becoming, one of the first female governors here in the country. So we'll be bringing you more details in regards to some of these concessions or rejections that we're having so far in different races across the country.